Well, there's the FBI warning. I hope you see it plain and clear. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 USC 107. Okay, so we got that clear? This has been a real bone of contention with MaKaUpdate for so long and has led to his demise in some ways. Hi everybody, this is the MaKaUpdate Rebuttal channel, signing on for the first time in several months, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're watching. You should know ahead of time I have disabled comments because I really don't care what anybody has to say. If you're here, I'm glad. Thank you. You're here for some reason. Whether you agree with me or not, that's fine. That's your business. I don't care. This is the MaKaUpdate Rebuttal channel. So you know what you're getting into ahead of time. If you're a fan of MaKaUpdate and you don't want to hear any arguments against him, click out of this channel now. Go away. Turn me off. Goodbye. You don't need me. I don't need you. But if you're here, fine. Thank you. And there's a reason why you're here. All right. So where do we start? So much water under the bridge. If you are a YouTube content provider, or if you just keep tabs on YouTube and what Google has been doing, you know that people like MaKa, who for a very long time depended on YouTube for income, can't count on it anymore. What YouTube, Google has decided to do is to demonetize channels that they consider controversial. The material that MaKaUpdate gets into, or Monograph, or Agent 19, so many of these people get into, YouTube, for good or bad, has decided in this current situation, the current times we live in, we don't want to deal with that. It's negative, it's controversial. We're going to demonetize them. So you won't see commercials on their channels like you used to. Even non-controversial channels, PewDiePie, so many others have found that their income from YouTube has gotten so low that they maybe have to actually go out and get a real job. Oh my God. Really? So there's a couple of reasons why those of you who are MaKaUpdate fans have not seen him lately. He's done a couple of videos in the last 4 or 5 months. There's a reason for that, because it really doesn't serve his purpose. He can't really make much on that. A lot of people who have been YouTubers who have presented interesting, compelling content have gone on to other video suppliers or video presenters like vid.me, or Twitch. There's one YouTuber, I won't say who he is, but he's very much a gadget, computer-oriented guy who has done a lot of stuff on YouTube, but now has gone to a daily Twitch morning coffee type of show, because that's where the money really is. He will still continue to do YouTube videos about computers and gadgets and things like that, but being there in the morning for 2 or 3 hours a day really is serving his purpose, and he's making money on it with Twitch. But you have to understand, Twitch has pretty hard guidelines. Um, Such as I found out from people who have been on Twitch that, for instance, if you're a man and you're overweight and you have breast tissue, as many overweight men have, they have breasts. Okay, you can't take your shirt off on Twitch because if you have breasts, even if you're a male, that's considered a no-no. Okay, so my point is that even Twitch and probably VidMe have certain guidelines where you can't do things. Um, you're going to be locked down to a certain extent. The same reason why people are leaving YouTube, you're going to find Twitch and VidMe and other places have situations like that too, have rules like that. So MaKaUpdate has found himself in a real quandary. He has a channel on CamZone, but he doesn't use it very much. I'll get to that in a few minutes. But he's in a quandary. That's why you haven't seen him very much. And because this is a response channel to him, you haven't seen me very much. However, I'm always there, whether I make a video or not. And I've mentioned this before, but if you have any interest at all in this channel, I have 100 subscribers. I was at 102. I've dropped down to 100. Fine. I'm completely transparent. This is not that important to me. But if you want to see this channel in the way I would like to have you see it, it's youtube.com/PalosRob, PalosRob /feed. And that's where you'll find this here. This is my feed channel. If I make a video, you'll find it here. If I have something to say in text, which I usually communicate that way, you'll find it here as well. Something you should know of a technical nature that I've noticed recently. Right now you're looking at Internet Explorer, okay? I have Windows 10 like so many of you. If you go to Edge, the Edge browser, this is how my channel looks on Edge. It's really, in the last week, it's gotten very strange. I don't know what is going on. I can refresh it. I can hit reload, and there it is. Well, it's come up in a second. There it is. Isn't that weird? It just looks weird. I know this is because I'm the owner of this channel. This is how I see it, unlike other people, but I've never seen it like this before. It looks very strange. So right now I'm sticking with either Chrome or Microsoft Internet Explorer. Okay. But back to MaKaUpdate. A lot has changed. He's staying away. I notice if he does an occasional video and I read his comments, boy, there are people saying, please come back, please come back. But it's like he's holding himself at arm's length, not quite knowing what to do. And I'll see if I can bring this up. I'm going to do it out of camera range because I don't want the channel to be seen. But I had someone contact me a couple of years ago who was saying that MaKaUpdate, his income was going only to buying frozen pizzas and that he didn't even have enough to pay the rent for where he is. Now you may notice that he's in the same room he's been in for maybe 4 or 5 years now. Is it that long? There was a time when he was in his ex-girlfriend's parents' basement, and then he went somewhere else. He mentioned a hill where he could see broadcast towers when he was still kind of into police and public safety radio scanners. And there was a hill where there was some transmitter towers. He had a paneled room that he was in, and he even had a camera behind him raised up on the wall so he could shoot over his head to the computer system, the monitors he was using. That went away, and now he's been in room of a house for quite some time. But that got me to thinking about how much has changed for him. Where he used to actually go outside of that house and visit other places. Remember the cousin he had that was in the military, very close to? He never talks about him anymore. There was a day in April of 2011 when he went down to visit his cousin and I guess an aunt in southern Missouri out in the country. This was a video called Country Vlog. And here was a MaKaUpdate that actually got outside and enjoyed his life, enjoyed the planet he was on for a short time, not knowing, this is 2011, not knowing that by 2017 he would be cloistered. He would be in a room he can't get out of anymore. But let's appreciate and watch a happier MaKa, a MaKaUpdate where the world actually meant something to him and birds and nature really meant something to him.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. I gotta get out here more often. I guess I'll probably have a weight loss video coming up Friday or Saturday, but I'll let you guys know right now. I know I've gained a few pounds since I've been out here. My aunt is quite a host, man. When we've been doing nothing but eating great food, she's quite a host. So have to start the weight thing over again. So I will do the weigh in and we'll see where we're at. I'll probably post a video or two of just random clips of me and my cousin just for memory's sake. You know, man, I don't get to see him that often. But he's starting a business here, so hopefully we're going to be spending more time together.
Okay, that's nice. I mean, here's a guy who appreciated his aunt, loved his cousin. The cousin's business that he talked about went kaput. That's unfortunate. I don't know what he's doing now. This video is now 6 years old. But we got to see something we don't usually get to see. Now, there was a video a few years ago when MaKa was really, really upset, and he went out to the Mississippi River there in St. Louis and set up a camera on the bank of the river, went out to the river's edge, looked at the camera, and just proceeded to rant and rave like a crazy man. I can't imagine what passersby would have thought. Watching the video for the first time, I thought, Jesus Christ, a policeman isn't going by and stopping this? But it didn't happen. So that is what MaKa dealt with back then, and today he deals with just being in his room. Doesn't do much, doesn't talk about much. I'm going to see if I can find what I was talking about earlier. Let's see here. So even on Firefox, YouTube doesn't look the same. I don't get the same tabs that I used to get. Anything like that. It's very strange. Well, anyway, this one person wrote into me and said, yeah, MaKa pretty much spends his money on, is it Totino's pizza, frozen pizza? That was what it was back then. But it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that MaKa has been gone for quite some time off of YouTube. Now, there's something new I have to tell you about. And that is MaKaUpdate has had a situation come up where he has had a mark against him. Listen to this.
July 17, 2007. Over 10 years on YouTube. This is the first time I've ever been actually censored by YouTube. Now, over the years, people talk about censorship when it comes to copyright, fair use, things like that. There's a gray area there. I tend to not want to use a lot of other people's content in my video because of that. I like to just keep it me talking to my camera. That's why I've always made videos like this. And that's what this video was here. Sandy Hook victim dies again in Pakistan. Of course, this was a video about Noah Posner, the child that supposedly died in Sandy Hook, but then died again in Pakistan. Now, this video was nothing more than me talking to my camera about current events, something that was going on in the news at the time. And YouTube just now decided that it violates their community guidelines. Now, to my recollection, there was no bad language or anything like that, just me giving my opinion about Sandy Hook and asking the question, why does a kid who dies in Sandy Hook die again in Pakistan? We're going to watch the video. And on the off chance that YouTube removes this video, because I'm replaying the video they removed, we'll just upload it over on Dailymotion and a bunch of other websites. That way, it's not going to be removed.
Okay, that's enough of that. I'm not going to have you watch that video. MaKa tends to think that most major events in the world are fake. He's been very quiet about what happened in Barcelona. And, I'll tell you a little story. On the day that Charlottesville happened, I think it was a Saturday, if I'm correct. I was off of work that morning and I got up and I saw on CNN or Fox News the strife that was going on in Charlottesville, okay? I thought, okay, this is exactly what MaKa loves. This is the fuel for his engine, his YouTube, or in this case, CamZone engine. So I went on to MaKa Electric's CamZone channel. What time was this? Maybe 8:30 in the morning Central Time. And if you go to CamZone, let me see if I can get it on now. This is kind of fun. Let's see if you let's try this. All right, MaKa Electric on CamZone. I'm going to bring it up if I can here. I'll get rid of a space here. I'll start over again. Okay, MaKa Electric CamZone TV. Let's see what we got here. He's currently not live. Now you notice MaKa has disabled guest chat. He doesn't want anybody in his room talking when he's not there. Because why? I don't know. It's paranoid? Could be. But he's not currently live, so he's not on TV. But normally when I bring this up, I get a "you are banned" message, which means that MaKa Electric has a device on CamZone where he can see people's IP addresses. And if he doesn't like them, he can ban them. That's how paranoid he is. He has to look at everybody's IP addresses. Just fascinating. But anyway, so I went into CamZone TV with MaKa, and I was the only person on the web page. There's a place here for his TV, his television, his video, I should say. And right up here, there's a little number that says how many people are watching. And it was just one. That was me for a good 20 minutes or half an hour. The only person watching. Finally, he realized it was me. And he said, seriously? Seriously, you've got nothing better to do? No, I didn't. It was a Saturday morning. I was off of work. I had paid my bills. I sat down. I saw strife in Charlottesville. I thought, my good buddy MaKa is going to cover this. Sure enough, there he was. And it was a good almost half hour before anybody else. So, again, this is a video I did, this whole subject about with MaKa.
How MaKa thrives on strife, on racial strife.
If things go wrong, there he is. Here you go. 11 months ago. If you go to my channel, look at this video. MaKaUpdate. Civil unrest is golden. That's the engine that drives him. And it continues to do this all these years later. That's what he's all about. So when MaKaElectric can find a way or reason to be on CamZone or YouTube, he will. If he's crying about the fact that someone took his video down or YouTube took it down because they thought it was too controversial, then he'll come on YouTube. If he sees strife and racial hatred and Nazis and white supremacists and the people who oppose them, he'll go on CamZone. It's all about the strife that fuels his engine. And that's unfortunate. So let's do something else here. Let's see if we could find out how Make has been doing as far as his YouTube stats. So that's called Social Blade, all right? So let's go MaKaElectric on Social Blade. Let's see where he's at. All right, let's see where his subscribers are and his view counts are, huh? MaKaElectric right now has 18,004 subscribers as of August 23rd, 2017 at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. He rates a D-. I haven't really seen him below a C forever. This is major. This is because he's been gone so long. Over the last 30 days, he's minus 143.7% views. He's down subscriber-wise 44% in the last 30 days. Okay? Now, full transparency, because I don't give a shit. I'll do me. Payless Rob on Social Blade. Let's see where I am. I have a way less. Okay, Making is a D-. I'm a D. I'm a half step above him. How can that be? My views last 30 days up 165.2%. I've lost one subscriber in the last 30 days. Okay. He's a D-. I'm a D. Now, you know what this could trigger? This could trigger MaKaElectric to begin producing videos again under Nintendo Reviews, his alter ego, where he rebuts me but can't talk because we'll know it's him. So Nintendo Reviews, REVIEWZ, might be resurrected. Who knows? It's been gone for a while because he said, I'm done with you. You are nothing to me. You're not worth my time. We'll see what happens. Isn't that interesting? Making a D-, the MaKaElectric rebuttal channel a D. How friggin' interesting is that? Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.